This video is a basic introduction to using Google Classroom on a smartphone device or a tablet computer. You can download the Google Classroom app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on any smartphone device. You may also want to download the Google Drive app and Google Docs app that you can see on the screen at the moment. First, I'm going to tap on Google Classroom to open it up. It will ask you to sign in. Sign in using the email address of a Google account. If you don't have a Google account yet, you could ask CALAT to create one for you, or you can create an account, and if you ask your tutor for information on how you do this, we'll be happy to help you. You'll need a Google account to access everything in Google Classroom. Now that I'm signed in, you can see the Google Classroom homepage. Ask your tutor to invite you to join the class, and you'll get an invitation like you can see on the screen here. I'm now going to tap Join to join the class. This takes us to the home page of the class. Here you can see information that's been posted on the class so far. If your class is quite new, there might not be anything here yet. This is on the Stream tab, and you can see there's 3 tabs at the bottom of the screen: Classwork and People. Let's have a look at Stream first. The Stream is like a news feed or a social stream on any kind of social media platform. Here you can post things by tapping in the middle section here, and you can share things with your class. Tap here, and then you can type something. You can also add files by tapping on Add Attachment. And then you can add files as well, either from Google Drive, where you would tap on Add from Drive, or you can upload files, or you can choose photos from your device to share things. Tap Post to post something to the stream. You and other members of the class can add comments to invite discussion by tapping on Add Class Comment. Just tap and type out a message, and tap the little paper airplane symbol on the right hand side of the screen to post your comment. Tap the back arrow at the top of the screen to go back. The stream is a great place to see important updates about the class from your tutor or from other people in the class. Next, tap Classwork and have a look at the things that are posted by the teacher or tutor of your class. You'll see things are sometimes arranged into topics where they'll have blue headers at the top and content will be displayed below. We're going to look at the top section of my screen here where it says Google Classroom Intro. I'm now just going to tap on the first bit here where it says Google Classroom Guide. Here you can see a couple of resources posted by the tutor. Again, you can add class comments here to comment on the work. This is a PDF file which allows you to view the handout given out by the tutor. This document is an intro or how-to guide on how to use Google Classroom in more detail. Ask your tutor for a copy if it's not already available in your Google Classroom. This second section here is actually a link to YouTube, and we'll open a YouTube video when I tap on it. This little video shows you the ins and outs of Google Classroom. Again, at CALAT we have a copy of that video if you'd like to watch it in full. Next, I'm going to tap on the second section here. The 2 grey icons that you can see are called course material. They're things like handouts or PowerPoint presentations for the class. They'll also include usually important info for learners, such as information on safeguarding or induction. Again, ask your tutor if these aren't included in your Google Classroom, and your tutor should be happy to add them in for you. The third icon here, with a clipboard symbol, is called a class assignment. It has a different icon to the ones above. The clipboard icon, as a class assignment, usually has a due date. This one is due on the 19th of March, so you'll have a time limit in order to produce this work. The tutor should give you clear instructions or an attached file to read in order to give you instruction on how to do the work. At the bottom of the screen, you can see a little up arrow where it says your work and assigned. If I tap that, it allows me to add my own work by adding an attachment. And when we're ready to finish, we'll mark it as done or hand it in with the blue button at the bottom. First, let's add an attachment. You can add attachments from your device. You could add photos, for example, or take new photos with your camera. There's also options at the bottom here to add a new Google Doc, or you could also add a new slide or new sheet. These are Google documents similar to the Microsoft Office platform, where you can create Word documents, presentations using slides, or spreadsheets using sheets. I'm going to tap on New Doc to create a new doc to respond to this assignment. It's adding that document to the assignment for me to then complete the document and fill it out. It's now transferred me out of a different app from Google Classroom to Google Docs. If you don't have Google Docs installed on your device, then you can install it from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. All of these apps are free to use and are a fantastic resource for learners to use. Again, it will ask you to sign in so you can continue with your Google account. Next, we'll need to tap this plus button in the corner to create a new document to respond to that assignment. So you can name it like so to respond to the assignment name. Give it a title that your tutor will recognise. Using the technology of Google, sometimes it will auto fill things for you to help you with your coursework. Now that I've introduced myself, I can tap the tick button here to complete that work. If we go back to the Classroom app, navigating through the smartphone back to the Classroom app, the document has been created at the top here. Now that I have the Google Doc, I can then tap Hand In to complete the coursework. Your tutor may ask you to submit other types of document depending on your course. You can also add private comments here where it says Add Private Comment, and you can communicate with your tutor directly. They'll also send you private comments with feedback on how you did on the coursework. If you've made any mistakes, you can also tap the Unsubmit button here in the middle of the screen, and you could add other things to the coursework as well. Just tap the Add Attachment button here, or of course you can edit the document at the top of the screen. If you're doing a worksheet, for example, set to you by your tutor, you could take a photo of that worksheet by using your camera. Here I can hold the camera above a worksheet that I filled out by hand, take a picture, and then I can upload that photo to Google Classroom for my tutor to review. Once that has uploaded, I can then tap the Hand In button again to resubmit the work. So that's how you can submit work directly in Google Classroom. When things happen in Google Classroom, you'll usually get an email notification about new feedback from your tutor or new coursework that's been posted in Classwork. You can also tap the People tab on the right hand side at the bottom of the screen, and you can email your tutor directly by tapping on this icon. You may also be able to communicate directly with your other peers in the class here, and this will open the email software that's installed on your device. Tapping on the menu icon at the top here will allow you to navigate the menu of Google Classroom. If you're on more than one class, then tap Classes to switch between different classes. You'll also find a to-do list here, and the to-do list will show you any outstanding coursework assignments that you've been assigned here at the top of the screen. Anything that's missing will be highlighted in the middle, and anything that's outstanding, and anything you've completed will be in the Done section, so you can review your past coursework. Tap the menu icon in the top left of the screen here to go back, and you'll also find other settings near the bottom of the screen, as well as help directly from Google on how to better use Google Classroom. If you need more help, of course, then do ask your tutor. That's everything to do with Google Classroom. I hope that you enjoy using the platform. We found it really successful with classes that we've piloted it with so far, and we found that this is a really engaging way of interacting with learners and the tutor on the stream section, a really good way of viewing all the classwork from your course, and a great way of keeping in touch in the people section. Thanks for watching.